Hello everyone, if you don't know me already, I'm Tara, the dance doctor. Welcome to my channel. In today's lesson, I'm going to be teaching you 5 feminine gestures that you can use in your salsa social dancing. So one of the largest obstacles that my students have to overcome when they're dancing socially is this kind of freezing up when the leader lets go of them, trying to remember these fancy, intricate shines that they learned in class. And I'm like, no, do something simple. For me, simple is always better. And we can really access our femininity and our sensuality in a more simple, slow gesture than we can if we're trying to do really fast footwork or different things like that. So that is the purpose of today's class. Each of these shines is going to be only 8 count because I really don't want you to rush. I don't want you to struggle to remember things. I want you to focus on the quality of the movement and kind of the essence of the movement. And then at the end of class, I'll be putting all 5 of the shines together into a little sensuality practice routine for you in case you wanted a larger grouping of things, but otherwise these are going to be just really simple, beautiful feminine movements that will really make you stand out and feel beautiful on the dance floor. So let's get into it.
Hi everyone, I just want to take a minute of your time to talk to you about my Patreon membership. If you've been looking for a quick, cost-effective way to improve your dancing, excel at learning choreography, and get into shape, look no further. Each week I upload a Quick Tip Tuesday video addressing different physical, mental, and emotional aspects of dancing, sharing my insights from 31 years of dancing and 10 years of teaching. Things like how to do a body roll, turning hacks, how to be a great follower, 5 things all social dancers should know, setting and achieving goals, and learning and remembering choreography. I also share a weekly salsa class which is aimed to help with corporal awareness, coordination, and routine memorization and retention. Each month, I create a 45-minute dance workout done to popular music so you can smile while you sweat and enjoy the endorphin boost without the gym. This comes to 9 new recorded classes each month, plus early access to all of my YouTube lessons. And when you sign up, you also get access to all past classes, which is over a year's worth of content, all for only $10 a month. Go to patreon.com/dancedoctor to sign up today.
Okay, so I will say this lesson is not for wallflowers, and if you are a wallflower, practice this video at home and just kind of see what it feels like to access that more showboaty side of yourself, and you might surprise yourselves. So our first option looks like this. I'm going to do a basic. My partner turns me, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. We do our turn. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now, once I've absorbed the fact that the leader is not going to take my hands, I'm going to turn a quarter of a turn to the left with my hips, and I'm going to send my right foot forward. This is like a very confident, cool dancer position, okay? So I'm going, I land on my left foot and I'm gonna swivel that foot and send my right foot out. As I do that, I'll show you from the side, I'm also crunching this right side here and lifting my right hip, okay? So we did our turn, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. And I'm actually going to stay in this pose for 8 counts. What's going to change is my upper body and my arms, okay? So as I bring this foot forward, I'm bringing the arms across and then pushing out, across, out, across, out, okay? Chest nice and open, shoulders back. So I go out, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3. Now I'm going to melt here, 5, 6, 7. And I have the option to just do the arms and keep everything else the same. Or I can also arch my spine and look up. So it kind of depends on your comfort level. You could kind of crease into this side if you wanted to. The point is we've got a strong position and then a soft position, which is kind of going to be a theme of this video because that's a nice way to create dynamic, okay? So I'm going to practice this from a basic. Everything we do today is going to be basic, free spin, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Also, if you were dancing to a real fast song, you might take 8 counts here and 8 counts here. Because I like to practice things slowly so that you can do everything con calma, I prefer just to do the 8 counts. But if you're practicing it faster, go ahead and take 16. Okay? So we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and back. 2, 3, 5, and again. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Okay, careful not to put too much weight on this right foot so that you can do a nice smooth transition back into your basic. As always, coming through the middle so that it looks nice. We don't want to go from here and swing that leg around, okay? I will say, because we're doing a lot of different arm movements in today's lesson, if arm movements are something that you would like to improve upon, if you don't like the way your arms look, I can't recommend highly enough my Patreon page. I have several quick tip lessons addressing different kinds of arm movement and different aspects of arm movement to really help you create natural looking, elegant, and effortless looking arms. So check that out. That is on patreon.com/dancedoctor. Okay, let's do this one more time and then we'll try it with music. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 5, 6, 7. Push out. 1, 2, 3. Melt. 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's try that first one now with music. Moving on to our second feminine salsa gesture. We're going to do 1, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Okay, so similar idea that I'm lifting the arms and then melting down. This is just a concept that it would be great to get really comfortable with if you're wanting to be able to incorporate your arms nicely into your dancing, is this idea of kind of posing and melting. So what I'm doing is when I finish my turn, 5, 6, 7, I'm going to send my right foot out to the side, pointing out to the side, and as I do that, I'm twisting a little bit my hips to the left, about 1/8 of a turn, and I am lifting my arms up until my wrists touch, and then I'm going to switch legs and let the arms come down. So I go out and down. And like I said, this video isn't for wallflowers. Yeah, we're trying to really celebrate our sensuality and our expression, okay? So we do basic 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Tap with the right, turn the hips to the left, lift the arms up, and melt the arms down. Okay, you could also here incorporate the head if you wanted to, kind of following the trajectory of the hands. That always adds a really nice feminine touch to any movement. So we go basic 2, 3, 5, turn 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Let's do it again. Turn 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, and 5, and 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, and 5, 1. Okay? Let's try that one now with music. Okay, moving on to our third feminine gesture. We go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, turn 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 5, 7, and 1. Okay, so I'm doing a couple different things here. First, on 1, 2, 3, I'm creating a hip circle, moving it to the right, yeah, moving clockwise. So we're going 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to finish over here to the left. This action is done with straight legs, and I'm trying, even though my hips are tilting forward, which generally would make my torso want to follow, I actually want to try and resist that temptation. So I'm creating kind of as much of an arch in my back as I can when I do this movement. I'm trying not to go like that, trying not to give in to that hinging action, okay? So I'm going 1, 2, 3. And this action I like to do just with my hands on the front of my thighs. I've said this before. I always feel the most sensual when I am touching different parts of my body. There's something about that action that has a very self-affirming and self-loving feel to it. So I really like that. So I kind of lengthen my arms and even like lift the shoulders just a little bit as you do that. That adds a nice effect to it, okay? So I'm going 1, 2, 3. I end over here and I'm gonna go 5, 6, 7, okay? So I'm swinging my hip to the right, extending my right arm, and swinging my hip to the left and extending the left arm. Again, if you're working on quality of your arm movements, if you want to learn how to do this, patreon.com/dance-doctor, okay? So we did 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And I do really like the feel of following the direction of my hand when I do this with my gaze, okay? So from a basic, 1, 5, turn, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, step out, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and basic, and turn, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 1, 3, and again, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 1. 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 5, 7, and 1. All right, let's try that option now with music. Okay, moving on to our next gesture. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Okay, so I really like to play with levels and dimension in our dancing, and I feel like dropping down to the floor is very dramatic and beautiful if you have the confidence to do it. And it can just look really lovely and very sexy. So we're gonna give it a shot. So what I'm doing is, when I finish my turn, all I'm gonna do is I'm going to drop my arms down to like my calves here and go down as low as I can into a squat, keeping my legs together. And then I'm just going to snake my way up 5, 6, 7, okay? So I go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. And I'm also going to allow my hands to slide up the outsides of my thighs until they reach my waist, okay? So we're going 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Down. 1. I actually find it helps to rotate just a little bit with the knees, or like I'm doing like an eighth of a turn to the right. So I'm not completely centered. I think it looks nicer than being here to be here, yeah? And that way, if you need to, you can also have one heel off the ground. So let's try that. 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. So I'm really doing 3 switches. I go down on 1 and I switch 3, switch 5, switch 7, and then I go back on my right. So it does help to switch to the left first, to the right second, to the left third, and then that frees up my right foot to step back on 1, okay? Again, basic 2, 3, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 1, 3, and again, 1, 5, 6, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, and 1, 3, and again, 1, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 3, 5, 7, and 1, 5. All right, let's try that one now with music. Okay, and our fifth and final gesture looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 5, 7, and 1. Okay, so this is very similar to the one that we did with the hips. I'm stepping out to the side, I'm moving my hip to the side, but this time it is going to stay to the right. As I do that, I'm bringing my hands together over here to the left, and I'm going to bring this left arm around, sliding down my right arm as my right arm goes out to the side, finishing in this position. So we're going 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hands together over here, slide across. Now, I'm going to drop this hand down and let the other one come up. And as it comes up, I'm going to kind of tilt my body a little bit to the right and look up like I call that like a Venus pose, okay? So we're going 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And you could drop this down from the elbow if you wanted to. That's, I think, how I did it in the beginning. But now I'm feeling like it feels better just to have one arm go down and one arm go up and having them both be pretty straight, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 5. And as I do that, I'm kind of using this hand to help me slide my right foot in, and then I can go back into my basic, okay? So one more time, we're going 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Okay? Let's try that from the basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1. And again. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 5, 6, 7, and 1. 3, and again. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 5, 6, 7, and 1. All right, let's try that last one now with music. Okay, so now we are going to do a little practice routine, and we're basically just going to connect all 5 of these gestures in the order that we learned them. So we'll do our basic 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, turn 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 5, pose 1, 5, 1, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 5, 6, 7, and basic. Okay? And like I said earlier in the video, you can, of course, take 16 counts for each of these if you need a little bit more time to develop the movements. I'm just doing them in 8 because that's how I feel it's easiest to teach them, okay? So we start with 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to take this right foot directly out to the side pose and come down. Replace our weight. We're going to go right into our hip circle. 5, 7. Come down. 1, 3, 5, 7. Step out to the right again. Arm, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And we go back into our basic, okay? Let's try that. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Turn. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Pose 1 and 5 and 1, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 5, 6, 7. And basic. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. We go 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 6, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, and 5, and basic. And here we go again. Turn 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 6, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Last time, here we go. Turn and 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 5, and 1. All right, let's go ahead and try the whole routine with music. Thank you so much for joining me for today's lesson. I hope that you enjoyed taking this lesson as much as I enjoyed creating it. If you did, leave me a comment below, as there are just thousands of different feminine gestures that I could be teaching. I just never really know what it is people want to learn on my channel. So if you loved this, let me know in the comments and I will make a part 2. Remember, as always, that practice makes progress. And until next time, keep dancing.
Do you want to be able to do this? And this? And even this? Well, then you need to do this. And this. and even this. My 21-day Train Like a Dancer course gives you all the tools you need to transform into the dancer you've always wanted to be. Try the first 3 days free and see why dancers from all over the world are saying things like this, and this, and even this. Start training like a dancer today and unlock your true dancing potential. What are you waiting for?